We're not here to police women's voices. We're here to support women's voices. I got to work with Rachel one-on-one in LA before she flew out to Europe to shoot it, like twice a week for a few months. It was really luxurious. Often I only have an hour or, whatever, like a few days, and it's a rush job. And my agent, with a big wink, calls it a dialect emergency. There's a lot of dialect emergencies in Hollywood, you guys. No one appreciates how much we're saving the day. But no, with Rachel, we had like a lovely amount of time. We got to slowly ease into it. I had a breakdown in International Phonetic Alphabet that was my secret cheat sheet of what the big sounds are. But for the most part, when I work with an actor, it's not my goal to be like, here's how the International Phonetic Alphabet works. It's my goal to be that for them so that they don't have to. We have to like really respect and appreciate the nuance of what an actor's performance requires. So it's not, my goal at the end of the day is not to get all the right vowels and consonant sounds into my actor's mouth. That is a goal. But my goal is for them to be, those vowels and consonants to be in their mouth in such a way that it can help that actor get what they want in that scene. Video Village, is quite a sacred space. The first row of chairs is usually the director, the script supervisor, and then right behind them is usually a producer if they're around, writer, and me. If there's conversations that are going on that I shouldn't be listening to, I have to, sort of notice that and walk away. Have to, meaning other dialect coaches have sort of shared with me the tricks of the trade. But more often than not, it's not that. It's that I actually get to be part of these, creative moments where maybe, especially if it's a female director, they'll turn back to me and be like, they just changed out that word for that word that's not in the script. What do we think? Does it change the meaning of it? Does it actually, suddenly I'm just like, I don't know, the linguistic, representative on set. But those moments are so beautiful when an actor is working on vowels and consonants and musicality. The other thing they're doing is working on when something feels weird and new, still being a person anyway. What if the new thing is not the new vowels and consonants, but suddenly talking to, a scaled up massive amount of more people than you're used to, or doing a pitch for the first time? A lot of it is the same. What we're talking about is the ways that we have habitually found to hide vocally, whether that means that we get too loud or we get too soft, or we get too monotone, or we get too anything. It's less that I want to call out like those things are bad, and more that I want to say there is fucking precedent for why we want to hide in spaces. The public was not made for us. Together, collectively, we can change what power sounds like so that it sounds more like us. This is the secret with a lot of our favorite public figures. This is Oprah in a nutshell, right? If you want to sound strong and competent, you must sound warm as well. Not you must, but to be heard. Strength and warmth are two different dials. They're not the same. They're not opposites. But strength, obviously, we can sound weak, or whatever. I mean, I don't know. I just wanted to make sure that I could get it today, or strong. I need to do this now. And we can also sound warm and cold. Cold would be like, I just need to get it right now. And warm would be like, if you don't mind, this is something that really needs to happen right now. So for women, stereotypically, because all this stuff is like statistically true, so I can't say it's not, unfortunately, if we want to be strong and come across as good, as well liked, we have to also be as warm. Here's what I think about pitch. Is lower better because it sounds like a man? No. Is lower sometimes better because higher reveals tension in our voice and lower is more relaxed? Yes. So it's not that we should push our voices down because then we're going to get tense all over again. It's that we should, if we can, get a massage, do some yoga, believe in ourselves. And all those things will help us with literally having our voice sit into the register that it belongs in, and not one that's a little bit higher and more in people-pleasing mode and more in adrenaline mode and more in, can just read as those things. Which is also a bummer because sometimes this is people's natural voice. In which case, your voice is fine. But if you think that your voice might be getting accidentally affected by, certain triggers in this scenario, what can you do to lower it down a little bit? Do some jumping jacks. Remember that Samara loves you. Do what you can to get back into the mode that you are in when you're talking to your favorite people.